Okay, good morning and afternoon, and wherever you are in the world. Thank you very much for joining us this morning to learn about Crowcon Connect for multi-site organizations and rental fleets. My name is Ed Clapham, and I am the product manager here at Crowcon, responsible for digital and portables product areas. And I'm joined by a colleague from one of our partner companies, Andreas. This webinar will be recorded for future reference. And if you have any questions, please put them in the chat and they'll be answered at the end. Just a bit of housekeeping, please ensure your microphones are muted. As I said, there's other webinars available as well in the future. So, like I've said, my name is Ed Clapham and I'm the Digital and Portables Product Manager here at Crowcon, responsible for Crowcon Connect, as well as our digital offerings in the future and our future and current portable products. Andreas, you want to send a quick introduction about yourself?
Hello, my name is Andreas. I'm a technician from the company Contronix from Austria. I made the portable devices from Crowcon in our company, and so yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and excellent. And you'll be talking about the case study you provided about Crowcon connecting your company later.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll give a quick introduction about what Crowcon Connect is, and then Andreas will give a overview of how Connect's helped him and his company later in the presentation. So we have a vision of a world where lives are protected with a gas safety solution that ensures accurate insights on every individual's gas exposure. And what that essentially means is where you have gas detectors at the minute, especially shared across different fleets, different companies, different users, any of those gas readings are only associated to that device and not necessarily the different users per device. And we think with Crowcon Connect, we can unlock the true accuracy of having readings for every individual's gas exposure rather than just on the detector's level. So a quick overview of how this system works. You can use your existing Crowcon portable products, so you don't have to buy any new device hardware. And the data is uploaded at the point of charge, whether that be a wired solution into a PC and using our Connect PC app, which extracts the data from the device into the cloud, or you can do it wirelessly using a Bluetooth charger to a mobile phone, and then that extracts data from the device and again puts it into the portal. It's convenient, automated, flexible, and completely secure, so that it can fit with existing processes, existing charge cycles. So you get that near-time information, which is ideal when you don't have resources to keep track of actual time information or real-time information, where you don't necessarily need that information to be real-time, but near-time is enough. So for example, daily upload or every so often. Different companies have different needs, but it's a really easy and secure method of data transfer. So an example of some of the information that is taken from the device and put into the Connect portal, any alarm events, whether that be alarm 1, alarm 2, bump calibrations, user exposures over time, and maintenance done on the devices and usage patterns. And I'll give you a quick and a better idea of the portal in a second. So looking at a Crowcon range of portable products, what actually is compatible with Connect? If you're not familiar with our Crowcon portables, we have a wide range, ranging from your single gas disposable all the way up through to your temporary area monitors, with pumps and volume diffusion as well, with a wide range of gases. And essentially our core products are all compatible with Crowcon Connect. So that's ranging from the gas man with our single gas, option. Generally rechargeable, also available with disposable battery options, but both options can be used with Crowcon Connect. And we've got a wide range of sensor options available on that Gasman single gas unit. Then you move up to the T4, which is our standard 4-gas multi-gas detector, ideal for generic confined space applications, where you've got your H2S, CO, FLAM, and oxygen sensors. Next up, you've got the T3, which is again our multi-gas detector with a top-mounted display, which makes it even easier to read in confined spaces, with a wider range of sensor options than the T4. Then you've got the Gas Pro, which is the 5-gas multi-gas detector, available with an optional pump, which is integrated inside the device. And this has a wide range of sensor options and configurations, and generally speaking, it's generally very, very configurable, so you can have different sensor combinations as well that your applications need. Then we've got the Gas Pro TK, which is a very specialized device, ideal for tank applications, where entering the tank and monitoring the tank's volume of gas and LEL gas is really important and safety critical. And that uses a dual range IR sensor, which measures the percent volume as well as percent LEL flammable gas in any area. Again, it can be pumped using an integrated pump, and also can also be used as a standalone safety device when not in that tank check mode. And then also we've got our temporary error monitor, but that, like I say, isn't yet compatible. Moving forward, future products obviously will be Connect compatible straight from the off. So, Crowcon Connect is fast, secure, and automatic data upload, either wired or wireless, at the point of charge to match your existing processes. You have that fleet-wide data in one place, so you avoid the timely asset management and complex compliance of evidence gathering, which is costly and absolutely kills efficiency. You get powerful insights that are relevant to you and your business, ensuring you get the data you need to drive improvements. It's also available as an API, so you can integrate to your existing reporting softwares. And for those customers that are looking for a even more secure or private option, we can also offer own cloud and on-prem solutions as well, where you host it on your own servers, and it completely is almost closed loop feedback at that point. I'm going to give a quick video demo of the portal. It's worth mentioning that this is always being improved. So what you see here today might not necessarily be exactly the same, be even better when you see it in real life. Oh. So as you can see, it starts off the dashboard, which is user configurable, and you can customize them yourself. So every user will have a different dashboard option, depending on what they need. So everyone starts off with the same configuration, then you can make widgets bigger, smaller, move them around depending on your needs, which is really handy. So because we understand that not every user is going to be the same, different information to different users is going to be important to different people. So we've got here a mix of fleet management and safety and compliance insights, and some of those are going to be more important. For example, the alarm events more important to safety and compliance managers than they are to the fleet managers, for example. So you can really tailor the dashboard to your needs to get the maximum benefit for you at that moment in time. And then from that, we've also separated the reports for each different type of user. So you've got fleet management, and then you've also got safety and compliance reports. You've got reports on device calibration, device assignment, the total fleet insights, so total number of devices, the devices that have been synced to the portal, so have got information assigned to them in the portal, devices that have not been uploaded yet, devices that have been switched on, not switched on, and devices with alarm. because we understand that you might have a lot of alarm events, but if they only come from 1 or 2 devices, those devices might be faulty, might have different alarm levels, or you might have some other reason, but it again gives you a different way to slice and dice your information. You've also got alarm reports looking at all the different alarm types by event, and you again configure these by filtering the device type, serial numbers, descriptions. And I just want to highlight that near miss reporting as well. So this is where alarm 1 hasn't yet been reached, but it's getting close. And this really gives you more insight into how close your fleet of users is close to getting to alarm 1 events without actually achieving that. So that gives you a nice percent of that, effectively that near miss level, as well as the serial number, the device type, what the description was, the level, and when. We've also got fleet utilization, so making sure the operators are actually using their devices, not just carrying them with them and blagging that they are working and using them. And you also get reports right at the bottom of the total devices that you've got on the portal, what devices they are with pictures, because if you're not familiar with our devices, it can be difficult to keep track, and what channels and configurations I've got for each one. So that should give you a nice little quick insight into what Connect can do. We haven't showed you everything on there, so if you want more information, please reach out to us, and I'll provide an email address at the end of the webinar. So I'm going to take the opportunity to give your ears a rest for my voice and hand over to Andreas for him to talk through how Connect is helping him and his business.
We have about 300 units from Crowcon portable devices, and it is difficult to know if it's a rental or if this in our company or customer side. And so Connect will help us to know where the units are. Also, till now, we have the documentations in paper-based reporting. There we write which spares we have changed or other things. And so we have some problems. We don't know we don't know all units where they are, if they are on the customer sides or at rental, are they in our company? Is the calibration overdue? And so on. We have no limited visibilities on device status when are they on site or rental, for example. Ed, you can the next slide, please. Detectors are distributed amongst varied and spread out locations or sectors, either fleets or through mobile operators, or a combination of both. Another thing is we have devices are not tracked through rental or internal. Device allocations and incident reporting are paper-based, and with Connect we have an overview on the cloud of about all the units. There is no fleet-wide reporting for proving internal compliance, on-site calibrations and maintenance of various devices, and no identifications for any issues or detector usage. The problems we have till now are we have no centralized reporting from the gas detectors and the safety data across the fleet of our units. We have a manual tracking of devices, which allows for some devices to be used when not full calibrated or maintained. So we don't know if they have to be calibrated or are there any faults on the units. Limited consistency with paper-based reporting. methods that are reliant on truthful reporting and no human error. So when we make some errors, we don't know. Lack of consistent logging, relying on physical spotting to identify any issues and track detector usage. And we have no cohesive method for organizing or scheduling maintenance or calibration. And with the implication benefits of the Connect for us, Crowcon Connect for us, is we have a bird's eye view of visibility for all the fleet utilization. We have an intelligent calibration and maintenance planning, so we know when the next units have to be calibrated and maximize device uptime and remain aware of which customer have which device. We know which customer have in the device, and when it's calibration overdue, increased pool availability with rapid assignment. Another thing is we have the location of last upload via mobile app. We know where the units are, locates where the device was located over a period of time in the last time, and allows us the clear identification from customer to customer. Another thing is to track the pool fleet devices across different fleets. The devices not returned are logged in a missing devices report, so we see which devices are not returned. The contact device uses directly when maintenance is required for a quicker swapping maintenance, so we know when the units have to be maintained. We have a company-wide user exposure reporting and a consistent flow of data to spot any issues and track detector usage.
Excellent, thanks, Andreas. I'm sure there's going to be some questions on that, so I'm sure you can answer those in a second. So the next steps for me is feel free to visit crowconconnect.com. We've got a brand new web page there. We have a white paper and a case study on this about the benefits of Connect in rental fleets. We have previous webinar recordings, so quick user assignment and multi-site organizations, and we've got, like I say, other white papers for those webinars as well. And if you do need to contact us for more information, please just email marketing@crowcon.com and we'll be happy to help out. So I'd now like to take the opportunity to answer some questions. If you have any, please put them in the chat. I see we've got one already. So the question is it only via cloud? So there's two answers in a sense, and I'm happy to answer this one, Andreas, is the fact that the way it's uploaded is through either a PC or mobile app, but the insights are only on the cloud via the portal. However, if your business requires API integration or its own cloud to be hosted on its own internal cloud server, or even as almost a piece of software, which then isn't on the cloud, then that can be arranged. So I'm just looking at the other questions. Can I upload more devices in the same time, or do you need to do one by one? No, so you can have multiple devices docked into one computer, for example, and the software will go through them all simultaneously. But obviously, the more devices you've got on, there's more data to go into the portal, and more data from the devices to be extracted. So obviously that will take longer, but you can have more than one charger and device plugged into the computer at once. If you're doing mobile upload, the app can only sync with one Bluetooth charger at a time. So at that point, the Bluetooth app is only one at a time, but that's much more a solution for what we think are remote workers, like where you've got workers in vans, for example, where they'll only have one device on them and they can be uploading while they're driving around. And that's kind of the application we're trying to think for each of those. So 2 questions here from the same person. Is it linked to the iTest bump station, and is it a subscription-based service based on the amount of assets? So I'm afraid when iTest was designed and written in terms of service, it doesn't enable us to integrate into Connect. It's literally the devices that can integrate rather than iTest itself. But you're absolutely correct that it is a subscription service based on a number of assets. And we think the pricing is competitive in the market and offers really good value for money. So please check out crowconconnect.com for the pricing, and we have a really powerful ROI we have an ROI calculator on there, which you can get an idea of the return on investment. And if you need something that's more powerful, please reach out to us, because we have a much more detailed ROI calculator available as well. Is Gasman 7-8-year-old can be uploaded on cloud? Yeah, so anything I think from 2004 onwards. So pretty much any existing devices out there that are Gasman T3, T4, Gas Pro, or Gas Pro TK can be uploaded onto Crowcon Connect's cloud. And like I've said, all developments in the future will be Connect compatible. I'm not going to go into too much more detail about that one. I'm just going to improve an answer to a previous question as well. So this person's asking if they can get access to gas measurements directly through the Crowcon app or only via cloud. So you only get the insights, like I said, through the portal, or either through API own cloud or on-prem solutions. If you want the data logs explicitly extracted from the devices, only the PC app can do that at the minute, rather than the mobile app. The mobile app is designed to be really quick and efficient, so just event logs, which is far fewer than data logs. Whereas the PC app, we feel like people can be uploading overnight, for example. So the data logs for that are can be toggled on or off, whether you want the data logs, the gas readings from the devices uploaded or not. That's only available through the PC app. So a question here about connecting Portables Pro and Connect. Again, when Portables Pro was designed, it's now effectively using different language to how Connect's using it. We've made Connect much more future-proofed. However, we are looking at integrating Portables Pro and Connect, but I'm afraid it's not as a quick fix as we like to think. So we're still trying to look at making it work, but if it isn't going to work, I'm afraid we can't do the impossible. Is it possible to give a client of a rental fleet access only to view his devices? Yes, I think that's possible. If you've got a specific use case in mind, please reach out to us. We'd love to help you develop that idea further. But by all means, I can't see a reason why you can't give customers insight into their information. A question here about how long it takes for 6 months worth of data, I think, to be uploaded from a Gasman. This really depends on the amount of data within the device. If the device is used all day, every day for 6 months, and you want to upload all the data logs and all event logs, you're probably looking at possibly an hour for all of that information, because there's a lot. If the Gasman is used sparingly over 6 months and you only want to upload the event logs, it could take a couple of minutes. So from the extra information you provided, if they're used for 8 hours every day, you're probably looking towards, and they're only ever uploaded it every 6 months, you're probably looking towards an hour if you want the data logs as well. If it's just the event logs, it will take, like I say, much less time because the event logs is a much smaller amount of data. Another question here, well, we'll be using the system ourselves for some of our customers. For example, 6-month service for portable devices with an engineer to get extra insight. So with the customer's permission, yes, because scheduling service engineers is much more helpful when we know we can add insights into that when the devices are due calibration. And it just enables us to be a bit more proactive, but again, that's dependent on the customer's permission. I have to say, guys, these questions are really good. You've really grasped this. Andreas, do you want to give some more information to any of those answers that I've given?
No, I think you said all through the questions.
Okay, excellent. So there's a couple more questions here. Do I need to run the data extractor for every device separately? So you can keep the data extractor running, and you can either keep 10 devices plugged in straight away, or you can keep swapping them out for any kind of any combination of the mix. You don't have to keep closing down the data extractor either. You can just keep it running. And if there's no devices connected, that's fine. It knows there's no devices connected. As soon as one is docked and connected to the PC, it will know that and start extracting the data straight away automatically. I was going to add to that previous answer that you can have if for example, you've got 10 devices, you can put a USB hub and connect those devices to that USB hub. And let's say it's got 10 input ports, you can connect all 10 Gasman to that hub and then plug that USB hub into the laptop, and that will still work as well. I'd suggest if you have more questions regarding upload, please email marketing and we'll might be easiest at this point to schedule a separate call with you each individually if you have more questions and want more detail. So I've got another question here. Is this a new charging station a standard with USB connection? No, so existing charging stations can be used, provide what we call an interface kit. So the Gasman have an interface kit with a RS232 connection and USB lead, as well as a power in lead. The T4 Gas Pro also have a data and power lead, which already exists. If you're just used to using power leads and not data and power cables, then I guess that would be new, I guess, to you guys. but that hasn't been specifically newly developed for Crowcon Connect, because like we said, it has been developed to be backward compatible with existing hardware. I'm happy to wrap it up here. If, like I say, you want to be want more details or you have further questions later, email marketing@crowcon.com and we'll be happy to help provide more information or even arrange a call if needs be. Thank you all very much for joining us. Appreciate lots of different time zones, so thank you very much and good day.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Thanks. Bye.